Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I promise I am not naked. Isn't this top so cute though? So today we're going to be straightening this voluptuous hair. I've always had very textured, poofy, fluffy hair that is difficult to tame, and I have mastered the way to make it pin straight, and I mean like pin straight. This is what we're working with. Lots of frizz, lots of fluff, lots to love. I've gone through straighteners, I've gone through heated brushes, I've tried blow drying my hair, and none of that seems to work except for this specific combo. Definitely gives me the longest lasting and straightest results while also protecting my hair because of the hair tool that I use. It's not as damaging as a flat iron, for example. So I'm really excited to put you guys on and see you guys pop off with your new straight hair. So without further ado, let me show you how I do it. So the hair tool we'll be using to straighten our hair is the Wavytalk Pro Steam Straightener. So steam actually comes out of these little holes and the heat comes from inside the brush. So make sure that your hair is brushed first and then you would pass this through. It's off right now, so I'm not gonna burn myself, but you would just pass this through. I'm not lying when I say this, but after the first pass, my hair is almost completely straight already. When I used to use a regular hair straightener or a flat iron, I used to have to go like 3 or 4 passes in the same section for it to get straight, but this one you only need like 1 to 2 passes. That's why I rave about this steam straightener so much, because it genuinely works so well, and I do feel like it is healthier on my hair. My concern before I bought this was that I thought the brushes might not get into my roots well, because I have really wavy roots, as you can see. It does get there, so you can tug it tight and then pull down and it'll get your roots. So no complaints about this whatsoever. The only annoying thing, if I were to choose anything, is that you have to fill the cartridge in the back with water. So this is what it looks like. It has water right now, it's maxed out, so you can't really tell. They give you this little bottle when you buy this so that you can fill it up again without having to run to the faucet. So you just open this little thingy right here, right? Like that. And then you fill this up with water and you drop the water in there. And that's how you would refill the water. And then it just clicks in place. Like so. I do think it's a little bit on the pricey side. I think it's like 60 bucks, which isn't too much, but compared to a regular flat iron, it is a little expensive. But trust me, I think it is worth the investment because I've had this for over a year now, like a year and a half. And as you can see, mine is definitely like worn off. You can see all my hair dye on it from every time I dye my hair. So she's been through it and she still works amazing. Next thing you will need is a brush, obviously. I just like using a wide paddle brush. This is a really old one, but any brush will do. I'm not really picky on the brush. I've always used paddle brushes. That's just been my preference. You will also need some clips for your hair. You can use just regular clips like this, or you could even use a hair tie for when you split your hair in a bun at the top. If you guys have watched my other videos or when I go live, you see that I wear these clips that are bows, and I think these are so cute. I just thought I would show you guys. But these are so cute for when you do your makeup and you want to get your hair out of your face, like total cutesy princess vibes. And for heat protectant, I swear by this Color Wow Dream Coat. It says it magically transforms texture, amazing humidity proofing powers, and I can second that. I noticed when I don't use product in my hair and I straighten it, it tends to get poofy or fluffy, like it doesn't stay silky straight. But if I use this, I feel like it weighs my hair down enough to where it won't fluff up anymore. So this makes my hair stay straight for like 3 days until obviously I have to wash it because it gets greasy. But yes, I do separate my hair into sections when I use this, and I'll be showing you guys right now exactly how I straighten my hair now. Let me show you how it's done. Okay, this is gonna be the angle that I'll show you guys how I straighten my hair. Hopefully it's a good angle. If you do happen to get this straightener, it makes this little sound, which is normal. So yeah, that definitely scared me at first when I first got it. I was like, is it broken? And And I do set the temperature to 380. So as you can see, it's at that setting. First, we're gonna brush our hair. I'm just gonna brush it fully. It's looking so fluffy. And to make things easier for us, I will be using the clips to separate my hair in half, separating the top half and putting that in a little bun away from the bottom. Just like that. Make sure your hair is fully brushed. If it's not, then this is gonna pull on your hair when you go down. So make sure your hair is thoroughly brushed. Okay, now I'm gonna be applying the heat protectant, the color Wow, and spraying that all over my hair. I like to do this when my hair is already split in half. That way I can make sure that it gets in every piece of my hair. I feel like if you try spraying your heat protectant when your hair is completely down, then you can't make sure that every piece of your hair has been sprayed. And then I brush it through a little bit just to make sure it's covering throughout. Now we can start straightening. So I grab a piece about an inch wide, maybe a little bit wider, and I always start with the bottom half. I always start with my left side and the piece closest to the front just so I can see the easiest. Face the teeth down. Go slow by the root, make sure that's straight, and then go down slowly. And that's how it looks. That's how our first piece looks like with just one pass. Okay, now we're gonna do our second pass. Slowly. And it's completely straight. It's so straight. It's literally pin straight. And yes, I'm wearing my glasses because I am blind and I want to make sure that I do this right for you guys. You can actually use this to make like little curves in the ends of your hair. And I have done that before. I've done the blowout look with this. Let me know if you want to see that too. So when I use a regular straightener, it takes me like over an hour to straighten my hair. But with this, I finish in half the time. I just realized I sound like I'm making a giant ad. This is not an ad. This is not a paid video. I'm just putting you guys on because I can't believe that people don't know about this product enough. And it has seriously worked so well for me. I've had my fair share of struggles with my frizzy hair. Just always hating dealing with my hair. I hate the inconvenience. I mean, I don't want to say hate too much. I know hate is a strong word, but I've always disliked the huge inconvenience of styling my hair. So I want to make sure that I can share with you guys that this is the easy way to do it and the most effective way that works for me. And our hair is looking very long, very healthy and straight. Okay, I think you guys get the point, but you see how straight this is and you see how fast that was. I'm gonna do the rest of my hair and I'll show you guys what the bottom half looks like when it's done. I want you guys to see how freaking pin straight the bottom half is already. You see that? It's almost as straight as a freaking needle. Now, some of you might think it's too flat. It has no volume, but that's how I like it. That's the point of this video. So if you think that, this is not for you. So now that I'm gonna drop the second half of my hair down, I like to tie the bottom half with a hair tie and keep it loose though. Tie it very low. Try not to leave any creases. I try to do like just enough loops with the hair tie to where it's not really tight and it has some give. And then I loosen the hair tie down a couple inches just like that. Now that hair is out of our way and we can fully straighten the top half at its fullest potential. Can't believe how much of a difference it is to straighten it. It's so fluffy. You would think I have so much hair, but in reality, it's just fluffy. I'm gonna start the same exact way. I'm gonna start in the front of one side. I'm choosing the left side first. and then making my way towards the back, and then I start again with the front and make my way towards the back. I did want to mention, as I'm straightening my hair, I'm making my way towards the back of the head. So like I grabbed the front piece first, right? So my next piece would be like this top 1-inch section right here, like right there. And then once that's straight, I would do like that bottom section underneath this. And then now this much of my hair is straight. And so I just work my way back, if that makes sense. So it's actually time to fill the cartridge. As you can see, it's empty and it's not making that steamy sound anymore. So what I do is I turn it off by pressing this button, and then I will take out the cartridge and fill it up with water again. So usually this cartridge of water will last me like, I'd say 15 minutes, and then I have to change it. So it depends on how much hair you have and how fast you're going, that you might have to fill this with water more often. And it might sound like a hassle, but honestly guys, I feel like it's so worth it. I have no complaints. I'm so used to it, and this little bottle really helps. All right, so she's filled up. I'm gonna put this back on, putting it at 380. Don't grab a section that's wider than the brush itself. That's really important because you wanna make sure that the hair fits in the brush more narrow than this. That way you don't miss any hairs, and then you'll have like random wavy strands in there, and we don't want this to take longer than it should, so. I thought I would also share the back view since it's so rare to see this point of view. I am on my hair health journey after bleaching it on and off for 3 years. My hair got so thin and brittle and it breaks so easily. So using this method has been really helpful since it doesn't pull on my hair. Straightening my hair only once a week versus bleaching it every other month has made the biggest difference, and my hair feels healthier. I used to take over an hour to straighten my hair, but now with this I only take about 30 to 40 minutes. I know a lot of the things in this video might have sounded obvious, but I wanted to make sure I really explained myself and made this a step-by-step tutorial for those who don't know how to straighten their hair. If you guys do happen to have any flyaways or areas that are a little fluffy, a little poofy, for that I love to use the Olaplex bonding oil, and I just use a tiny little amount. Just a little bit, and I'll put that into my hands, literally just a drop. I don't need much right now. I've actually had a really good hair straightening day. Sometimes it's a little fluffy, but I think it also depends on the humidity and the temperature. Today's been really cool, but yeah, little goes a long way with that. I'm a new woman. As you guys can see, my hair is so freaking straight. Like, I don't know if you can get it straighter than this. This is how I do it, and this is what truly works for me after all the years of suffering with my unmanageable frizzy hair. I can finally say that I've mastered the straight hair. I really do hope that you guys try this and that it works for you too. If you guys have a different holy grail straightener, let me know what that is in the comments below. I would love to hear what you guys use and what your perfect straight hair combo is. So let us all know. Other than that, thank you for watching. And as always, I hope you guys have a lovely day. Subscribe to hear my voice again, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.